So hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to see arrays in Java. So we'll cover some topics like initialization, declaring, printing, updating of the arrays, and taking dynamic inputs. So let's start with the initialization. So basically there are two methods. First, declare and initialize the value itself. So the syntax for that will be int, the data type which we'll use, then the array name. I'm using arr1, then square brackets and the values you want to put. So I'll put basic values like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this is how we declared and initialize the values. Now if we want to print out the array with the index 0, it will give us 1. So as you all know, in Java it has 0 based indexing. That means when I'll print the 0th index, it will give us the first element, which is 1. So if we print the 5th index, it will give us error. Now why? Because here we have 5 elements, but the indexing was from 0 to 4. Therefore it gave us an error. Now let's move on to the second method, that is create an empty array with a specific size. So in this what happens that we give it a size to the array and then it initializes all the values with 0. So this is how we initialize the size. The syntax is int array name and new, then again data type with the size. So here what happens is that it creates an array with 5 elements, all are initialized to 0. So if we print out the array 0th element, it will give us 0. So see this one. So this is how we saw the two methods to initialize and declare the array. Now let's see how to add the values and get them printed. So as you guys saw, we created an empty array with a specific size as 5, which had all the values as 0. Now we will try to update each index with some specific values and try to convert 0 to them. Okay, so if we consider the array with a 0 index, we'll obviously know that it has the value 0. Now we will update it to, let's say, 90. Okay, and if then we print out the array with the 0th index, we'll see it as 90. So you can see here. Now let's try to update all the other indexes and print them. Okay, so as you saw, I wrote all the indexes and wrote all the print statement. And now if we run this, we'll get all the indexes as 90, 90, 90, 90. So this array gets updated into 90. So this is how we saw how to update an array and how to print an array. Now let's see how to take dynamic input for the array. Now in Java, we use a scanner class to take input from the user, right? So now we'll define a for loop, which will go from the 0th index to the length to the last index, and for each loop it will take a value. So for that we'll initialize a variable I to 0, and this I will go till the array's length. So now in Java we have a dot length function which can calculate the length of the array. So we'll use the array name dot length. So it will go till the length of the array and later we'll do I plus plus. So for every loop, the I will take a value. Now how it will do, let's see. So what we'll do is take the array for the ith index, we'll apply the scanner class which will take a integer input. So this is how a small for loop can take dynamic input. So if you want to print the array, we'll use the same logic, but here instead of getting the value, we'll print the value using the system.out.println. Okay, so we'll put the array dot I. So for each value of I, that will go from 0th index to the length of that, it will print the value, and it will here I'm using ln, so it will get printed on next line. Now if we run this, first it will ask for the values. Now I'll give values such as 1 2 3 4 5, and after taking the values, it printed those value on each line. So this is how we saw how to take dynamic input and then print using for loop. Also we saw another concept, that how to take the array length using dot length function, and this was possible due to the package which we wrote on the first line, that is java util. So that is it for this video. In this video, we saw the basics of arrays in Java, and now we'll solve some questions on the upcoming videos. So stay tuned for the next video, and thanks for watching.